Okay. We're keeping it simple by answering subscriber questions about three-bar reversals. We'll talk about how it fits into our break and retest strategy and other confluences that go along with it. And of course, we'll have a live example at the end. Let's take a look at the NAS 100 chart to define a three-bar reversal. A three-bar reversal is a chart pattern. The first bar closes in the direction of the trend, the second bar shows some indecision, and the third bar closes in the opposite direction. So if we look here, we can see that our first bar occurs at 9 o'clock. It's closing in the direction of the short-term trend, which is going up. The second bar is a bar of indecision because there's a wick on the top and a wick on the bottom, so that shows some indecision. It's similar to a doji candle. And this third bar is closing in the direction that's opposite of this short-term trend. And it's also closing beyond the first bar. It's engulfing the second bar, and we can tell that it's pretty strong because it's closing beyond this first bar. And so here we have our three-bar reversal. And so when we're taking a look at our chart for NAS for this day, we noticed that during the pre-market hours, that price came up and swept this all-time high here. So this is a liquidity sweep point, and we know that that's one of the confluences for reversals. We know that sweeping, when price sweeps a high point or a low point on the chart, that's sometimes indicates that there's going to be a reversal. We also notice that there is a hammer here. We notice that there is a strong push down, and there it is. So we've got four good confluences for taking price to the downside. And this is our usual strategy, which is a 15-minute trend line break and retest. So here's our break, which occurred overnight, and then it retested during pre-market, and we're thinking that it will continue down to this area here. And we've targeted this area because there is a gap here, and we know that sometimes price likes to fill these areas of imbalance. All right. We know also that this is an area, this is a 1 hour zone here. We know this is a 1 hour support zone, and it's also an area where our daily trend line is crossing. So all of these confluences point to price perhaps bouncing in this area, heading down to this area and perhaps bouncing up. All right. So we could actually add another little arrow there. All right. So we'll see what happens. So that's our thought pattern. That's what we're thinking may happen. And so what we'll do is wait and see. So let's take a look and see what happens next. We see prices continuing down. Gets all the way down there. And look, we do fill this imbalance here. And at this point, we definitely want to exit the trade. And then it continues up as we thought it might. Let's take a look at this price action on the Hanko Trade platform. Comment secure profit if you knew that was the next step. Thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. We'll see you next time.